Hello and welcome. My name is Jeremiah, and this is Tips and Tricks with ProPricer. Today I'm going to cover two topics, the Autofilter Row and how to find hidden columns in ProPricer, plus enhancements we've made to these features in the latest version of ProPricer that you can use to show off your pricing skills. I've talked about the Autofilter Row before on Tips and Tricks, but now I'm going to reintroduce you to it and its new abilities as of ProPricer version 9.3.105. So let's dive right in. What is the Autofilter Row? What's the big deal? With a name like Autofilter, is it going to automatically do unwanted things to my proposal without asking me? No. Instead, think about it like a Google search for your proposal. The Autofilter Row uses keywords that you enter to automatically craft and apply filters to the data in your proposal or whatever grid you're searching. This is a recommended tool, and it makes you a better and faster ProPricer user. Now, the Autofilter Row is off by default, which is why I'm making this video to show you that it exists and how to find it. First, I'll double-click on my proposal and open it up. It opens to this tab here in the middle. Then I will right-click in this top section. Right-clicking opens up the context menu. Next, I'll select Show Autofilter Row. And bam, there it is. It's on. Notice the new row here at the top. Okay, fun and important facts about the Autofilter Row. We call sections like this a grid because it has rows and columns. And the Autofilter Row feature only works in grids like this one. Here are a few questions you might want to ask at this point. Do I need to make a copy of my proposal? Is this feature on for all proposals now? How does it work? What's the enhancements you're talking about? The Autofilter Row only shows up in proposals where we've turned it on. So how it works is each column in the grid will get a search box at the top of the column in the Autofilter Row. Now the key point is each search box will filter the whole grid by the data in that column. We've also made some enhancements in ProPricer version 9.3.105, which adds even more capabilities to each search box. Now you can add conditions for how your keywords filter the data, but I'm jumping ahead here. Let's look at what adding a keyword looks like in the Autofilter Row. I'll add 1.1 in the Autofilter Row to the WBS column here. And now my list of tasks has been filtered down to any WBS that contains 1.1. So I get 1.1a, 1.2a, and so on. All other tasks that don't contain 1.1 are eliminated. But don't worry, they're not gone. Remove the filter by removing 1.1 from the autofilter box, or by clicking the Clear Filter button in the bottom left here. Now that we know how it works, let's talk about enhancements. See how entering 1.1 in the WBS column returned 1.1a, 2.1.a.1.1. But what if I only wanted the WBS items that started with 1.1? Now this easily can be done by selecting a condition for your keyword. Click this drop-down condition menu and select Begins With as the condition. Now it filters for only items that start with 1.1. The filtering possibilities are limitless when you start combining filtering from multiple columns. I've taken this time to tell you about the Autofilter Row because I truly believe this little feature can save you a ton of time when working with large data sets inside of ProPricer. Okay, now let's move on to hidden columns. When designing ProPricer, we chose to hide a few columns by default. We did this to speed up the pricing process by decluttering your proposals, tables, grids, making them easier and faster to navigate. But what if you wanted to see these hidden columns? Or just discover what's there? Okay, put on your Sherlock Holmes hat. Let's reveal the mysteries of hidden columns. To show a hidden column, I'll right-click on Tasks in this proposal and hover my mouse over Show. Then I'll select the indirect pool here. That's it. Now that column, called Indirect Pool, is now showing. Fun fact, this used to be called Burden Pool. Now in the new version of ProPricer, we've renamed it to Indirect Pool. We've also made an enhancement to the Show and Hide Columns function in ProPricer, version 9.3.105. With this enhancement, you can now show all columns or hide all columns at once or by groups. To show you this, I'll right-click and hover over Show, then I'll select All in parentheses here. Elementary, my dear Watson. We found all the missing columns. Reviewing what I've covered for you this time, the Autofilter Row is a great tool for filtering data quickly, so you don't have to handcraft complicated filters or use a filter that's not quite right. The Autofilter Row will make you feel like a pricing power user. And I also wanted to point out how ProPricer is like a transformer, because there's more than meets the eye. With hidden columns, that is. Terrible joke, I know. Additionally, we discovered how to quickly handle hidden columns with the enhancements made in version 9.3 Build 105 of ProPricer. If you thought this video was helpful, please share it with a colleague. If you or your team have any questions we can help with, or tips and tricks of your own, we encourage you to post them on our support portal or email us directly. Again, my name is Jeremiah Hale, and as always, thanks for watching.